Hi, welcome back to Bite Size Music. Today I'm going to talk about chord changes. Now, one of the things that beginner guitar players often find difficult is changing from one chord to another. So, for instance, if you've mastered D major, which isn't too bad, usually just the 4 strings, possibly 5 strings, never 6 strings, sounds awful. If you do this, then that's okay. Or even, it's a G major 7th, lovely. This, okay. This, okay. Bad, don't do that. Unless you kind of go, and then you kind of need the D. So for that, drop D probably. Anyway, getting completely distracted. Changing chords. So let's say you've mastered D. And you want to change to G. Well, the first thing to say is, like with learning to ride a bike or drive a car or any of these things, anticipation goes a long way. So rather than waiting until the last minute before you need to change chord, think ahead and change, leaving enough time for you to change the chord and land at on the new chord at the point you want to be there. It's much better to spend less time on the old chord, have a little break, and then get to the new chord on time than it is to rush and kind of fall over and get there a bit late. So let me give you an example. Let's say we're doing four beats of D, and then 4 beats of G. So this is how I would do it. I'll go. So I'm sort of changing on the 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 2 and 3 and 4. Got it. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But if I was a little slower at changing between the chords, I might do it on the 4. So I might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Compare that to this. Exaggerating, but you see the point. It's doing the waiting to the last minute and not getting hard. It makes you look like a noob. Whereas this seems deliberate. And this applies to all changes. So the principle I would like to get across today is that it's much better to slow down and do it right than rush and do it fast and wrong. Fast and wrong is terrible, like driving a car, riding a bike. Much better to go slowly and get it right. And then speed will come on its own. If you work on getting the chords, every note ringing cleanly, all the notes you want ringing and all the ones you don't ringing, and the changes in time with the music, you will sound better. I hope that helps. If you like my channel, please rate, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you tomorrow for another few minutes of guitar stuff.